Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's Booker. Pass to LaFrenz. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Fox. 5 on the clock. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker now in attack mode. That's the kind of hard-charging approach he needs to have to get points on the board.
To the middle. Turner with it. George outside. From the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Fox goes in. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Surefire. One-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Pass to Bridges. Back to Miller. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Here's Dumars. To the inside. Back to Turner. And it's LaFrenz with the rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
And Booker has got the ball here for Charlotte. Pass to LaFrenz. Here's Okogie. Inside. Out to Bridges. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They get the rebound. Turner with it. Fires for 3. Okogie pulls down the board. And here's Miller. Launches it. Nails it from 3. Miller's got 5 points.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season, for the first time in a long time, hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Oof, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Fox. No made baskets yet. Here's George. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Miller outside. Pass to LaFrentz. The three. The rebound by Turner.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Charlotte foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
They set the pick. Miller outside. To the paint. Outside for Booker. And stolen by Caruso. George with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Pass to Fox. And stolen by Bridges. Here's LaFrentz. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
George with the bucket. George has got 5.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Charlotte leading by 3. Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Here's Miller. Off target with the 3. Up top, George. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Hornets out in front, leading by a point. Quarter number. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Here's LaFrentz. Here's Okogie. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer, no good. Washington leading by 3. And they...
Oh, man!
Oh!
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And here's Booker. He's got 5. Knocks it loose. And the Wizards on the break. And he lays it up and in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Pass to George. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Washington making some changes.
Substitution on the court.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside Booker. Pass to LaFrentz. They still need this. Knocks down the long J. LaFrentz has got 5 now.
Devin Booker, a shooting guard that does have some point guard skills.
Here's Nevitt. And it's LaFrentz with the rebound. Puts up a 3. Miller outside. Here's Okogie for three. Bridges. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3. Well, Brent, there's some players who never stop talking trash on the court. Is that distracting to you?
Not really, B.A. That's kind of the fun part of the game when somebody's trying to get under your skin a little bit. If it's not just playing defense and it comes with a little chit-chat, it sometimes draws your attention and makes you focus a little bit more.
So for the Hornets.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Conley with the ball. Pass to Williams. Back to Conley.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
First team foul.
Wizards on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Smith no good. The Wizards with a lead. Pass to Thor. Unloads. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Outside Conley. Williams on the wing. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Washington. 1:06 left in the half. Out to the right wing. Down low. Nevitt. And the layup is good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Wizard lead.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Inside. Here's Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
I don't mind that. They met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Mark Williams.
He hits the second from the line. Washington leading by 4. Beverly outside. Here's Nevitt. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. No good that time. Now Beverly. Pass to Thor. From deep three-point land. That shot off. And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 6-point lead. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Okogie. No good from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Caruso. Now Turner. Intercepted. Now the Hornets moving it up. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. He can really whip passes there around the court.
George outside. Turner inside. Caruso outside. Back to Turner. Caruso outside. And it's all from three-point range. Hornets trail by 6. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
George outside. Here's Dumars. Washington again can't hit.
Well, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Outside Booker. They set the screen. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Got it.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Booker surveying the floor. Pass to Bridges. That three's off the mark. Wizards leading by 6. The confidence that Fox has shown in his shot has skyrocketed the last few years, Brent.
Yeah, the combination, BA, sometimes of you working on your 3 to gain confidence, but the coaching staff also telling you, go ahead and shoot that shot. I think those things have played out for De'Aaron Fox. Look, he can be streaky, but the fact that he's willing to take it is elevating his play.
A nice shot by Booker.
That's Booker's specialty. So good at rising up, connecting off the catch.
Fox for 3. No good on the shot.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Miller with it. Guarded now by George. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. And Washington making a change here. And it's Washington with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Always a formidable scorer. George just doing what he does.
Screen by Bridges. Out to the right wing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 6 to shoot. Booker for 3. Oh! Booker with the triple.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
It's George on the wing. There's a screen by Turner. There's the triple. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
To the middle. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Here's George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Now you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
Here's Payton. Misses the 3. Washington leading by 6. Pass to George. Stolen by Conley. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Salon, no good. George outside. Takes it inside. Oh, a big-time jam. Slams it right over Williams.
Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Conley goes in, and he banks in the layup.
And all the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Washington. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hornets trail by 6. Now here's Conley to the paint. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Finally plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Okay, thank you, Allie. George, no good.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Pass to Williams.
Wizards foul. Shot missed. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the Hornets with possession here. Now here's Williams. And Mark Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Fox left side. Here's George. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. George has got 11 in the second half.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. Paul George got it there.
Pass to LaFrentz. Back to Booker. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Third personal foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
There's a screen by Turner. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. Here's Turner, and then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles, getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Outside Booker. 4-3. It's rebounded by Washington. George outside. Out to Fox. Caruso outside. And here's George. Here's Turner. Gets the three ball to go. And it's a 9-point Wizard lead.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Again, the miss by the Hornets. And Fox has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Devin Booker.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's the pick. Here's Miller. Pass to LaFrentz. Back to Miller. 4 on the clock. Ooh, it's stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Fox deciding where to go with it. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Booker with it. Pass to LaFrentz. Hits a three-pointer.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Fox outside. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Always attacking Fox.
Now that teardrop, that's one of the many ways that Fox can dissect the defense.
Now Booker. To the right side. Pass to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the Friends for 3. And the Hornets, another 3.
It's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And here's George. There's a screen by Turner. Kept alive. George outside. Shoots over Miller. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Well, PG can get in the zone, and those zones can stretch for a long time.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Booker. And another basket for Charlotte. Washington with the ball. Now here's Fox. So it's Washington picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out.